name is Francesca Bacino, and recently I have been researching in the field of disease and illness and what the human race's reactions to it. Just one generation ago, parents would take their children to another family's house infested with chickenpox in hopes that their kids would acquire the illness as well. Now families are scared if their children are diagnosed with chickenpox. With modern medicine, like vaccines and antibiotics, people are scared of the consequences that might come if these medicines fail to work. It is the fear of the unknown. Because scientists have worked so diligently to find cures and resources to help prevent diseases, people in first world countries are very privileged. The purpose of this talk is to really break down disease and ailments spreading around the world. In this day and age, dealing with sickness, it will explore disease around the world and how different countries are affected/medicating diseases. This talk is also to help people prepare for possible crises in the world that might withdraw all medicines from their possession. One must be prepared with how to take care of themselves on their own and not rely on a pill or the hospital to check into. First, let's break down what an illness is. A virus is a small infectious agent that only lives inside the other cells of another organism. For example, the common cold and cold sores are transmitted viruses, and in some cases, viruses can cause cancer. The proper definition of disease is an abnormal condition that affects the body of an organism. The word disease covers all kinds of illnesses. Many people would argue that the common cold is just a virus and not a disease because there is little likelihood to die from it, nor is it a lifelong problem. But diseases have many types: acute disease, the common cold, or chronic disease, like smallpox. Today, more than 5 million deaths a year are caused by some of the most popular diseases, like AIDS and malaria. Let's take a look at AIDS. There are 34.2 million people who are globally infected. Majority of these people are living in Africa or third world countries. America is one of the countries with the least amount of cases of HIV or AIDS. It is much more common in third world countries to have diseases, not just AIDS. This is a privilege to the Americans have of being able to live in cleaner environments and safer environments. Even though AIDS is sexually transmitted, people in better living conditions have opportunities of obtaining a condom that can stop a person from becoming infected. Malaria is caused by mosquitoes living in polluted bodies of water. In third world countries, people are not focused on keeping the country clean. Therefore, things are always spilling into lakes or rivers, making the mosquitoes more prone to carrying the disease. In America, environmentalists are always working hard to keep the waters clean, and as a result, there are less mosquitoes flying around, carrying the malaria virus. America has also had less outbreaks of disease than third world countries due to the availability of things people can use as precautions. For example, vaccinations are required of every child before they enter school, thus making sure a child can neither catch a disease nor spread it to another. People are always being educated on the importance of cleanliness, like washing your hands after using the restroom or not letting raw meat touch other cooked foods. Third world countries face many problems due to the fact that they have not been given the same opportunity about these precautions. Yes, people go on mission trips and provide them with vaccines or nets to sleep in, but this is only a small portion of the amount of people who have or who are able to catch the disease. They are uneducated in hygiene and don't have the resources to keep themselves and the country clean. Fortunately, America has the ability to obtain vaccines and antibiotics, but what if something were to happen? What if the world was thrown into a frenzy, causing poverty and pollution around the world? The country would not be prepared. Like I said in the beginning, we are in a state of fear when it comes to illness and death. If a disaster were to happen, people living in places like America could be cut from medicines, making us more susceptible to getting sick, thus making it easier for the world to encounter a pandemic, as we live in a state of a third world country. A pandemic is a disease prevalent over a whole country. If a pandemic were to occur, one must be able to take care not of them and not rely on another. Taking care of yourself can include keeping water in your home to keep your body hydrated and sleeping often. Both of these things replenish your body and let your immune system work by itself to try to kill the disease and take care of your body. The issue of disease becoming pandemics, if the world were to go into a frenzy, is the ability of it to wipe out an entire population, or break down their immune system just enough to make it hard on a person to work, causing a panic in the work industry. From this talk, I really hope you took away how lucky you are to be living in a place that provides such great precautions and medicine in case one acquires a disease. But this also comes with a responsibility. We must be responsible for what is to come, even if that means a pandemic. Talk to your friends. Let them know how to keep healthy on their own and not rely on cold medicine or antibiotics. But most importantly, educate the next generation. The kids are the most important, and they are the ones who deal with the consequences. Let them know how they are healthy today, but in the future their immune system is one of the most important parts of your body to live a long-lasting life. So please stay healthy.